Kia orana. Welcome, Aries. Happy New Year. Happy 2016. This is your January Taroscope reading with me. So wherever you are around the world, I hope you have had a great, happy, healthy start to 2016. We are going to be using these beautiful Morgan Greer tarot cards for the reading. There will be 4 cards, one for each week, and a 5th overall energy card. Then there will be a higher vibrational card at the end of your reading as well. We look behind us and we see these 2 beautiful crystals. This is the gorgeous celestite or angelite, which is a beautiful stone that I really adore, and this is a fluorite octahedron. So they're in there for your reading. Now, I have already actually done your reading because I was performing these yesterday and somehow the beginning of your reading went missing. So I don't need to go ahead and shuffle the cards for you. I am going to now go back into the reading itself and just add to the little bits of the beginning that were missed, such as the introduction, which this is, and a little bit about the first cards that came along. I also want to add that this month I am using a mantra for each of the zodiac signs. Now, it's not a mantra that I have designed myself. It was done by a lady called Linda Goodman back in the 70s. She was a very, very good astrologer. And she had devised a little 2-word mantra or saying for each individual zodiac sign. And yours, Aries, happens to be I am. So those words are powerful for your particular zodiac sign, and they are what you emanate as energy. So you can feel free to use it for the month and really sort of engage with it and see if it gives you some sort of strength or guidelines or something as you move into 2016. So your mantra is I am. Now I'm just going to get the cards back out for you and we'll carry on the reading from here. So as you can see, Aries, you had 2 pentacles, a major arcana, a swords, and a rod over here. We see that your beginning of your month, because each card is a week in the month roughly, we see the beginning of your month start off with the 3 of Pentacles, which is really quite an engaging card. It talks to us of quite often career-related issues and things to do with possible finances as well, and it bodes generally accepted as a card of not necessarily accolade, but accreditation and certification sometimes, as well as appreciation. That's a whole bunch of words that work well together. This guy here is actually tapping in and engraving something as if you've got to that place in time where you've been acknowledged for the work or efforts that you've put in. So some of you may be receiving certification or awards or acknowledgement, and sometimes this can be in your workplace. As well, it may be surrounded by more than one person. There could be a collaboration or a team event going on as well. So it bodes well to start the very beginning of your year as you're working through to, the end of January and into 2016. Because this is the overall energy card for the month, it has the feeling, again, we've got the connection of pentacles, and we think often of finances or career-related issues. So for the beginning of the year, this may well be on your mind. We see also that he is hammering something in here, as I was talking about before. He's etching something into the building. But because he's been kind of greyed out and he's grey-scaled looking, I think of this as being a jarring effect, and he's going to hammer that into the concrete, and it's a jarring effect. So I do sometimes think of, watch out for potential headaches, neck aches. Some of you may want manipulation or something done around those areas as well. That's if we're thinking of a health perspective from that card as opposed to, say, finances. I think if we come down here, these 2 here are very connected, the Empress and the Ace of Pentacles, and they both have a sort of a feeling of fertility. we see this ace as being like something handed to you over the month. So there's a feeling of connection of, we'll go back to finances here, as if there's a connection here and here to your financial feeling. It feels kind of positive as you go in to start the year, even if somebody is handing you either ideas or opportunities or propositions, or possibly even your finances are, you know, coming together nicely. They feel solid and stable. And also the idea of new thoughts and possibilities and ways of making money coming to you as well. And this card has this whole concept of happiness, and even though it's not generally touted as a love card, I get the feeling when I see this beautiful garden arch and these flowers of some sort of, you know, warm, caring, supportive, nurturing energy as well. And then we see the Empress up here, your major arcana card, and she has these flowers in her arm as if she's been given a bouquet. And she also holds this shield. It's almost as if she has been rewarded with something as well. So for me with this card, I feel as though he's being tapped one way or another. So I think of this area around the head and the neck. Whether any of you get headaches or neck ache, you may want to look at manipulation or massage, or something that relieves tension in that part of your body. That's just the energies and the message that come to me from that card. Then we come to your second week here and we see the Empress, and again she seems to me to be receiving accolades or gifts or something. The way she holds this shield and she has a bunch of flowers, almost as if she's been given some sort of reward or award. Traditionally we see her, oh, and there's 2 3s as well, so the 3 is definitely significant here. 3s are often about creativity, inspiration, energetic ideas and passion, all those type of things. We see that she is often the epitome of fertility, so there can be fertile times for some of you. If there's a pregnancy involved, this could occur. I also think of that as a possible pregnancy card as well, and it was sitting at her feet. So if you don't want a pregnancy, you may want to be careful about that. I see also the moon down here, so I'm thinking of moons playing a part in your life, as well as we come into our first eclipse for the year, I think in March, so that will be energy that flows over into March. So it's sort of starting there, if you like, and accumulating or gaining momentum as we come into the eclipses. She is very loving, nurturing, caring, supportive, earth energy oriented, so she's a great hostess and woman of compassion and love and honor. This could be you, and it could also be someone else who comes into your life that supports you in this way, or that you're interested in or you're compatible with as well. Health wise, we've talked about the fertility, female feminine cycles and hormone balances. She's also got this little thing on her heart, on her chest there. It's a little red heart. So watch your heart health in January as well. We come to the third week and we see the Page of Swords, and these two here are buffeting up against each other. They're facing off. So he is a guy of kind of aggression, activity, energy, fast-paced ideas. This could be someone who walks into your life or is in your life that you are watching or thinking of. It could be a child or a sibling or a friend. They can create action, change, direction. You know, there's just movement with this card, and they're quite determined. There's also can be words are used. So be careful of the words you choose to use or the arguments you get into. It might not be worthy to bother with all of them. These two could come together And again, this is fire energy, so it could almost be yourself, because this is the Nine of Wands coming up against these two. So I feel that there could be some disparity, or like feeling as if there needs to be something melded together. The Nine of Wands, though, is quite often about, he seems very successful, and again, it's creative ideas, energy, passion, fire, ignition, action, all those high tensile words. And this is the 4th week in January, but he's definitely looking back here. So maybe there is something that happens in the 3rd and 4th week where your power and creativity and passion come to some sort of combustible event. Like it might be that it stimulates something, or activates something, or kicks it into action. It could be along those lines as well. And again, given that it's the Ace of Pentacles is the overall energy, it could be associated with your work or career. So these two could be associated around that, or even your finances. It's quite an energetic reading, and I feel action, especially with these two in it. So nice way to start the year there, Aries. Plenty of spirit, and that doesn't surprise me because you're the fire sign and you've got that energy and you've got that determination. So definitely your year starts with that exact energy pulsing through the veins. So really nice. And I think if we were looking at these from a health perspective, or money or finances, they're still positive. They've got movement and they've got action happening. So it's an active month. It's an active month at many areas, physically, on the paper end, at the work end. A lot of it could be tied up with career or finances one way or another. So anyhow, let's move these ones aside and take a look at your last card for the reading, which are these beautiful Angel of Atlantis cards, which we haven't had out for quite some time, but I think they're a really nice way to begin the new year. They have such high vibrational energies. So yours is Metatron, and it's Mercy. Metatron there kind of fits with that angelic celestite stone that has been put in the reading, and it's almost as if this energy here is coming. It's all beautifully glowing together there. Mercy is definitely mercy for yourself. I often think when these words, just the one word on these cards, it's about having mercy on yourself and being in the state of forgiveness and acceptance too. There's something here, again, it's very interesting. It kind of ties in with the other half of your reading. He's holding a book, a scholarly book, and he appears to be being given something from a very knowledgeable king or high-end angelic being or presence. It's like he's being anointed with something, with knowledge or insight or something. So I will read from the book for you the words from the Metatron Mercy card. The Oracle of Metatron beseeches you to explore ways of being merciful within yourself and in relation to fellow human beings and nature. Mercy is God-given and therefore channeled through the sovereign leader. It is then allowed to flourish through the garden of the meek. Therefore, if you harbour any negative issues such as anger, let go and live the life of your full power, your sovereignty, and express the implicit power of compassion. Be silent as you meditate on this, and Metatron will bring you inspiration. So there we are, Aries. There's plenty in here for you about great inspiration as you move forward. And there's no doubt that mercy is a wonderful energy to pass forward. It definitely comes from the mind, and I think if we relay that energy to ourselves first, then we can pass it forward to others concurrently. So guys, thanks for tuning in and listening, and I hope you have all enjoyed your reading and the start to 2016. I thank you all for watching, enjoying, subbing and liking the videos. So take care guys, and I'll catch you again later. Ka kite anō. Much aroha. Namaste.